What makes one jerkbait more expensive than anything else is the components and the attention to detail to the bait here. For example, the Mega Bass, you've got high quality components as far as really good split rings, really good hooks. You have a tungsten balancer in the middle of it, so tungsten is more expensive. And then you've got a very attention to detail, high quality paint job. Say, for example, on the Mega Bass, I've been to the Mega Bass factory in Hamamatsu City, Japan, and just the painting on these things, there's like 10 employees lined up on a big table, and one bait will go down to each employee, and each employee paints a different level of color on the bait, so it's a very time-consuming process. So when you take like a Mega Bass, which is a $20 class jerkbait, and you talk about the high quality components of the hook and the split rings and the balancer systems and everything that's internal in the jerkbait, and then you talk about the attention to detail on the paint, that's why you're paying $25 for the jerkbait, or $20 for a jerkbait. And if you have a lower end jerkbait, like something that's made by Smithwick or Rapala or something like that, if you examine the bait, you will notice that the attention to detail on the paint isn't there. It's a lot more of a simplistic paint pattern. You may not have a tungsten balancer. You may not have a balancer system at all. And if you closely examine the hooks and the split rings, you can tell that simply the quality of the hook and the split rings are cheaper. They bend out more, they're just not made as well, and that's why the bait is half price for that. Okay, so here is my recommendation as far as how much you should spend on a jerkbait. If you're fishing a body of water that doesn't get any fishing pressure, and you got a private body of water where the fish don't see any lures, yeah, you can probably get by with a $9 jerkbait because you're still going to catch fish. But if you fish a heavily fished public body of water that sees a lot of lures, you are going to get your butt waxed fishing a $9 jerkbait versus a $20 jerkbait in terms of that attention to detail and what the lure does. Now, another thing about a jerkbait that, in my opinion, it's worth it spending a little bit more with it, is you don't lose a lot of jerkbaits. It's like most of the time when you're fishing a jerkbait, it's more of an open water bait. It's not like you're throwing it into a lay down tree, or you're not bouncing it off rocks like a crankbait, or you're not bouncing a jig off of rocks where it can get hung up like in the crevices of the rocks. A jerkbait is designed to fish through the open water, basically, through the middle of the water column. So if you're hesitant about spending more money on a jerkbait, just know that you're not going to lose very many of them. And if you do, you should get a plug knocker. And throughout